In this episode, PVSchools is starting the countdown. From the heart of paradise, I'm Sarah.
And I'm Matt, and as always, we have our crew in the studio helping produce the show.
And welcome to 2026. This is our first podcast in the new year.
Refreshed, recharged, back to finish the second semester strong. Welcome back to all of our students, staff, and community and listeners of the podcast.
PVSchools, students and staff, welcome back from winter break. We hope you had a relaxing, safe holiday and are coming back refreshed and ready for 2026.
The 16th annual PVSchools Community 5K Fun Run and Walk returns Saturday, January 31st at Horizon High School. Registration is now open. Visit pvschools.net for more information and to register.
Now back to the beat. PV beat, that is.
So before we went on our winter break, and it's kind of been going on this entire school year, we've been working with Pam Folk and CREST in the Paradise Valley High School, because they've been doing a space launch throughout the district.
This is such a cool opportunity. It's literally taking a student project and actually sending it to space. We're not just pretending, it's actually going to go to space.
Right. So we've been partnered up also with Honeywell, and they've partnered with NASA to have students come up with an experiment idea. And then the best idea was announced. The winners were announced. We'll get to that in a minute. And then what's going to happen is this experiment will be put on, sent to space to the International Space Station, where scientists, astronauts will do the experiment.
How cool, and what an example of an amazing experience that you can get here in Paradise. A student project from idea, from conception up until the point that it gets loaded up onto a space launch is coming out of students' minds here in PV. It's so cool. I mean, it's blowing my mind that this is even happening.
Well, I do have to admit, this experiment is very advanced. It's beyond me. I will say that the students were explaining it, and it just, I think I knew the word like covalent bond. That was the gist. But we did get out and we got to see who the winners are. We're going to go ahead and take a look at this video.
Getting to this level, really being SSCP winners, that I honestly didn't really see coming.
You are tentatively the chosen team for the ISS mission. So congratulations.
Student Spaceflight Experiments Program. It's basically a way to help schools and other institutions to improve their STEM enrollment, and it really stretches them in terms of the different skill sets that they have to bring to the table in order to win the competition, to actually get to be the selected one for the launch. We look for their ability to communicate and document coherently, what it is that they want to accomplish. We look for the validity or how appropriate their experiment is going to be for solving real science.
So here we have 5 materials: TFP, PPDA, glacial acetic acid, sodium hydroxide, and deionized water. We're synthesizing covalent organic frameworks, or COFs, which are advanced porous material, and we will be testing it in microgravity via the ISS. And we will be determining whether the characteristics of COFs grown in microgravity is better than the ground controls here on Earth. This has never been performed by humans in history, so we were really wondering if we could be the first person to test this theory.
If you start to unlock the thought process and the imagination of the younger population that aren't bound by the stereotypes of what can we do, what can't we do, you start to unlock a lot of magic.
It's not even been 6 months since I'm in high school and I'm already doing this, and it's kind of shocking. I still haven't registered that it's happened before.
This is a great thing for me to put on my college applications. I'm so glad I joined the school, because I wouldn't have known about SSCP before.
This really shows how maybe we can make a difference in the world, even if it's small or even if it's big.
The CREST program in and of itself, I have never seen anything like this, and I've seen quite a bit of interesting stuff working with Honeywell Aerospace, been around the globe, and this in and of itself has got to be a flagship educational enterprise.
Again, what a cool opportunity from that flagship educational experience at CREST.
Yeah, and it was really cool seeing the students learning that they won the competition, because a lot of students were involved with this. And I just liked seeing that those kids were really excited.
And it's not just the experiment that's going up. And again, the experiment is something that students have designed here on Earth, but they want to test it in microgravity.
Right.
That's part of it. But we do STEAM here in PVSchools. So there's another part. Sarah, tell us about the arts part that's going to space.
Right. So we had also the elementary students and middle school students were also involved with this competition. And what they did is they designed a logo that will go on a patch, and the patch will be worn by the astronauts when they go to space. And so we're still in the midst of that art competition, or we're calling it the patch contest. We're still in the midst of that. We will not know the winner until later this school year. That's
certainly going to be something to look out for. Obviously, 2 cool pieces of student work, leaving Earth, which, again, I can't even believe we're saying that.
Yeah.
That's such a cool
Great things
activity.
happening in PV.
Yeah. Thank you to Honeywell Aerospace, NASA, PVSchools, CREST, and our staff who have brought this to students here in PV.
And that's been the podcast. For more information on the many journeys of excellence, visit pvschools.net.
You can also find PVSchools on social media by searching @PVSchools. Make sure to support student success by liking, commenting, and sharing.
And as always, support the pod by rating us on Apple and Spotify and sharing new episodes on the social media platform of your choice. Bye.